What's up, everybody? This is Domingo here, Network of the Ice Bear, and today's Yu-Gi-Oh video I'm going to be doing, guys, I am going to talk about this new format that Konami has announced a few weeks back, and that is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys format. Yes, so they're introducing a brand new format that is called Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys. So this is a different format, and I know a lot of people has been talking about this, so I decided to make a video talking about this as well. So they did announce this a few weeks back, and Konami announced this a few weeks back, of a new format and stuff. Now there is a question that a lot of people were saying: can this Genesys format save the current state of modern Yu-Gi-Oh? The current state of Yu-Gi-Oh? I guess only time will tell. Who knows? But maybe it will. I guess we'll find out. So let's talk about this Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys format. So without further ado, here, let's get this started. Here we go. So, because I know it's different from like the standard format that we have, or other different formats like the Edison format, the Time Wizard format, or any other different formats. So this one is the Genesys format. So I'm on my tablet right now. We're going to talk about this right now. So let me scooch this up. And of course, as you can see, it's going to explain. So let's read this, shall we? It says, what is Genesys? The Genesys rules are simple. No link monsters or pendulum monsters are allowed. All other cards are allowed. The original field is is used with no extra monster zone nor pendulum zone. So wow, right off the bat. So they're saying that all other cards are allowed, but there will be no links and no pendulums allowed in this Genesys format. And I think that's a very good call. I do like that, because there are so many people who is not really a fan of, especially in the current standard of the format in Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of people are not. There's so many people who is not a fan of pendulums and links. Myself included, for example, just because of how broken they are and all that stuff they have been done in the current standard format of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And not a lot of people are not really a fan of pendulums and links. So the fact that there's no links and no pendulums in this Genesys format, I thought that's pretty good. So and not only that, but also we're going to be playing like the old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Day from back in the days, where we used to play like the other old days, with normal monsters, effect monsters, rituals, then the extra deck monsters was only fusions, synchros, and XCs, like good old Yu-Gi-Oh! Days back then. And the good thing about that is that they won't be any links, the extra monster zone, and no pendulum zone. So that's pretty good as well, since there's no links and pendulums are allowed in this Genesys format. So that's pretty good, and it makes a lot of sense for them not to include the extra monster zone, pendulum zone in the Genesys format as well, since they says there's no link monsters or pendulum monsters allowed. So that's the first question here. Second question, so that's number one. Number two, the standard forbidden and limited card list is not used. All those cards can be used except for link monsters and pendulum monsters. User limited of 3 copy max of any card still applies. Wow. So not only that there's no links and no pendulums, but also the standard format of the forbidden and limited list is not used. So no ban lists in this one. No forbidden and limited cards lists in this Genesys format. So that's really cool. And of course, we talk about banned cards like Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Delphine Duo, and other cards that got banned, that is banned in the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. The fact that there's no forbidden and limited card list in the Genesys, but that's really huge as well. And of course, the limitation is 3 copies max each, which that's fine as well. So that's number 2. Number 3, deck construction use a point system. Some cards are assigned a point value. Most cards cost 0 points. The total points cost of cards in your main deck, extra deck, and side deck combined cannot access the point cap for that event. Alright, so this is a pretty interesting one. So they're talking about like we're using like the whole deck construction is used by a point system. So I guess this means you're going to have to use the points to, point value to most of the cards. So most cards does cost 0 points, and there are some other cards that has like different number of points that you have to use if you want to play these cards. So basically what that means. So that's number 3. And lastly, number 4, the standard point cap is 100, but events can be run with any point cap or even 0 point cap. Official tournament stores can set their own caps for their tournaments. Alright, so in the standard point cap, the points you're gonna get is 100 points. So basically, like how this works is that there are most of the cards has like points that you had to like use if you want to play those cards in the Genesys format. So, and of course the standard point that you have is of course 100 points, but there's also other events that can be run with any point cap or even with 0 point cap as well, which is pretty cool. So the points you're going to be using is 100 points, and then once you make a deck profile, there are some cards that does require the points that you're going to use if you want to play them. So that's basically how this works. So this is pretty interesting too, so that's pretty good. So the standard points is 100 points. You're going to start out with 100 points, and it depends about what deck you play and stuff. And of course, I like this. This is a really good, interesting Genesys format. So let's scroll down here. So as you can see, and of course it has this site where it says, go here to create and print your deck list using the early access point of the Tableau tool. Go here to read up, info inside to the tips for Genesys, where how to play and how to build Genesys deck or modify your existing decks. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So now, that's pretty cool. Like, the fact that we had, so the standard point cap is 100 points. And of course you got to use points to buy like some cards and stuff. And then there's no forbidden and limited list, no ban list on this Genesys format. That's not allowed. No links, no pendulums allowed. No extra deck, no extra monster zone, and no pendulums as well. So that's pretty good. So now it's going to show us some of the cards that like how many points you have to use in order to play these cards. So let's get this started. So these are some of the cards. Now there are some cards that has 0 points, and then we got like these cards that require points. So let's take a look. So as you all can see, so these are some of the cards that require points. So let's take a look. Abyss. Now I'm not going to read through all of it, but you can see right here. So let's see. Abyss Driller is 100 points. Alright, so, and of course we got Emperor Under Pain, the Imagine, 100 points as well. So, okay, so basically how this works is, there's 2 options. Number 1, if there is a card that requires only 100 points, because remember, the standard point you're going to use is 100 points. So, there's 2 things you could choose. You could either not play the cards that has 100 points, because you probably got to save it and play something else, or if you're going to play that card, that means you have to pay 100 points in order to play that one card. So just do keep in mind of that. And also you cannot play like other cards that require other points, because the only limited standard point that you're gonna use is around 100 points. So that's just how this works. And there are some points that is like lower, higher, medium, or in between. Alright, so let's take a look. Allure Darkness requires 5 points. Okay. Let's see what else. Ancient Caravans statue, 33 points. Alright. Angel 7, 100 points. Anti-spell fragments is 100 points. Okay. A Pointer to the Red Lotus is 50 points. Alright. Yeah, so there are some banned cards that we could actually play, but it does require points. So let's see. We got some other cards that are 100 points. Let's see. Ash Blossom and George Spring is 15 points. Alright. So we got some hand traps that is points as well. So Ash Blossom is 15 points. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Assault Synchron, 5 points as well. Not bad on that one. Astro Karibo is 3 points. Okay. Let's see what else. Bahamas Shark is 81 points. Wow, okay. Bounty on the Flare is 85 points. Okay. Got a couple burial statues. The Voice, Burial of the Voice of the Voiceless, that one's 33 points, alright. Couple burial statues. They're all 60 points. Okay. Beatrice is 100 points. Alright. Because like I said before, if you're going to play a card that has 100 points, that means you only have to play one card, and you only have to pay 100 points just to play that one card. But it depends on like what deck you're going to play. So, you know, it all depends of what deck you're going to make, and, you know, and all that stuff. So let's see. We got a couple Blackwing cards. Okay, so we got Beostorm and the Wicked Wind. That's 20 points. Let's see. We got Blackwing Chinook the Snowplow. That's 0 points. All right. Blackwing Zapdos Elite is 13 points. Okay. And we got Blaster Dragon Rune Infernos. That's 7 points. All right. Cool. Cool. Not bad. Not bad. Book of Eclipse, I believe that's 5 points. Book of Moon is 7 points. All right. Brain Research Lab, that's the field spell for Psychics. That's one has 100 points. All right. Brandon Fusion is 33. All right. What else? Butterfly Daggler Elma. Oh wow, this is a banned card in the standard format. This one is required 1 point. Okay, that's pretty cool. Not bad. I like that. Bisteel Baldrake, that one is 30 points. Bisteel the Spader, which is the level 10 single, that requires 10 points. Okay, that's not bad. Bisteel Drizzler is only 30 points. Okay. Bisteel Magnuma is only 33 points. Bisteel Sonar is only 20 points. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Called by the Grave is 20 points. All right. Card Destruction is 40 points. Card of Demise is 40 points. Card of Safe Return is 40 points. All right. Yeah, that card got banned in the current format, but the fact that you could play this card at 40 points, that's pretty cool. Catapult Turtle is 100 points. Wow. All right. What else we got here? Chain Strike, that's 50 points. Change of Heart is 10 points. Chao Feng, Phantom of the Yang is 13 points. Alright, that's not bad. Chaos Angel is 20 points. Alright, not bad. Chaos Dragon Levineer is 10 points. Alright. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon is 50 points. Alright. Cool. That card is also banned in the standard format, so that card is at alright, not bad. Charger Light Brigade is 33 points. Chaos Space is 40 points. Chicken Game is 7 points. Cold Wave is 100 points. Oh wow, alright. Cosmic Blazar Dragon is 1 point. Creature Swap is 1 point. Crimson Dragon is 100 points. Alright. Crossout Destinator is only 33 points. Let's keep on. Cyber Dragon Affinity is 20 points. Alright. Cyber Jar is 33 points. Cyber Stein is 27 points. Wow. Okay. Daigusto Emerald is 1 point. Okay, that's good. Let's score down because I'm only going to do some of them, not all of it, because I don't want this video to be too long. Dark Hole is at 3 points. Alright, that's good. Okay. Deck Lockdown is 100 points. Wow. Alright. Demise of the Land is 1 point. Danglong, First of the Yang Zing, is 33 points. Alright, that's not bad. Deco Sekka is 20 points. Let's see. Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is 20 points. Okay, that's not bad. Destiny Hero Plasma is 20 points as well. Cool. Dimension Fusion is 45 points. Oh wow. Dimension Shifter is 10 points. Dimensional Barrier is 100 points. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Divining Arsenal Double A Zeus Sky Thunder is 20 points. Dino Replica Attack is at 10 points. The Jin Releaser of Ritual is 100 points. Alright, Dominus Impulse is 30 points. Let's scroll down. Dragon Master Magia is 100 points. Alright, Dragon League Diagram is 33 points. Let's see, Dragon Bird is at 100 points. Dragon's Bind is 100 points, excuse me. Drone Lockberg, another hand trap. This one is only required 5 points. Alright. Dragon's Light and Darkness, 7 points. Okay. This is really interesting, I will say. Eclipse Wyvern is 33 points, excuse me. Effect Veiler is 7 points. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Evil Swarm Ultimus is 25 points. Final Countdown is 100 points. Fire Formation Tanky is 40 points. Okay. Fishfork Blaster is 33 points. Wow. Foolish Burial is 33 points. Foolish Burial Goods is 4 points. Fusion Destiny is 33 points. Alright, that's not bad. Gateway of the Six is 100 points. Wow. Gemini Master Diamond 66 points. Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion is 5 points. Alright, cool. Give and take is 91 points. Alright, I think it's the trap card, I believe. Glow Up Bow is 21 points. Alright, Goes and Match is 100 points. Graceful Charity is at 40 points. Wow. That's the card that's currently banned in the format, but wow, 40 points for Graceful Charity? That's not bad. Harvey's Feather Duster is 30 points. Harvey's Feather Storm is 100 points. Alright. Heart of the Blue Eyes is 5 points. Heavy Storm is 20 points. Okay. Herald of the Art Light is 50 points. Okay. Let's see. Instant Fusion is 100 points. Wow. This is pretty interesting. Very interesting. Okay. King of the Pharaoh is 33 points. King Sarcophagus is 33 points. Let's see. Going down. Level Eater is 100 points. Light Barrier is 1 point. Lose 1 turn is 100 points. Wow, this is a pretty interesting format. Maxi is at 50 points. Okay. Wow. Master of Dark Law is at 70 points. Mass Driver is 100 points. Metamorphosis is at 10 points. Wow. This is an interesting one. Oh wow, the Mel Charming cards, one of them is like 7 points, 3 points, 10 points. Necro Valley is at 40 points. Wow. Notoria Beast is at 50 points. Notoria Extrio is at 100 points. Wow, this is crazy. Number 16 Shockmaster is 100 points as well. Number 40 Baguska, that's 100 points. Number 43 is 100 points. Like, wow. Number 67 Paradise Smash, 67 points. Like, wow. Okay, number 7 Dragula is 100 points. Like, wow. So that's pretty interesting. 1 for 1 is 61. No, 1 for 1 is 91 points. 1 day a piece is 11 points. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see. Pedigree is at 30 points. Wow, Pedigree at 30 points. Man, and that's a card that's currently banned in the standard anywhere. That's not bad. But yeah, Provision is at Probation is 100 points. Okay. Regenki is at 7 points. All right, that's not bad. I like that. Wow, like Reasoning is at 50 points. Red Reboot is 50 points as well. Reinforcement of the Army is 40 points. So wow, what a list so far. Royal Decree is at 10 points. That's not bad either. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. Soul Charge is at 50 points. Soul Drain is at 100 points. Wow. Suck the Toe is at 60 points. Super Polarization is at 10 points. Summon the Limit is at 100 points. TG Hyper Librarian, that's 33 points. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so yeah, those are the cards. Totally Awesome is at 20 points as well. So yeah, so these are all the cards that require points, as you all can see here. Zodiac Dragon is at 20 points and Zodiac Raptor is at 50 points. So yeah, overall that's pretty interesting. This is a pretty interesting format, you know. I can't wait to definitely give this a chance and try this out. And hey, maybe in the future I could do deck profiles for the Genesys format, since you know they require points and stuff. But overall, this is very interesting. So I'm definitely interested in this Genesys format. Overall, this is pretty interesting. Can this save Yu-Gi-Oh? I guess only time will tell, and let's see how it goes. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed me talking about the Genesys format. So that's gonna be it for this video. So don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe, and post your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the Genesys format. Tell me what you think about this point system and all this stuff. What do you guys think about this? That's it for this video. So this is Domingo Hero Network of the Ice Bear. All I can say is take care, have a good day. Goodbye, everyone. Domingo Hero Network of the Ice Bear is signing out. Peace.